Good morning, my name is Tiffany Colon, and I'm here with my classmates who are
Adriana Morales,
Ariana Gonzalez
and Natalia Ortiz, and we're going to talk about
poverty in Puerto Rico.
and I'm from Ponce. I'm studying a bachelor degree in marine biology. One of my hobbies is to play the violin, the piano, sing, dance, swim, explore, play volleyball, go to the beach, and also a lot of stuff. Now I will be showing you a little video of me playing the violin. What I think about poverty in Puerto Rico? Well, it's about that we're living in a time that we are not aware about this problem. And that's why, including myself, are people not orientated about poverty in Puerto Rico.
Hi, I'm studying general biology. My future plans are to become a doctor with a specialization in gynecology and obstetrics. I don't have a lot of hobbies, but I do play video games, go to the movies, and hang out with my friends. Also, I am doing a voluntary work in the Ryder Memorial Hospital. Poverty caught my attention because it's a huge problem in our society, and I would like to know more about this topic.
Now it's my turn. I'm from Canovanas. I'm currently doing a bachelor in coastal marine biology, and my main hobby is to dance. I love to dance because there's always a challenge, and I can be free and express myself. Poverty is a topic that interests me because we need to create awareness and take action. Also, be able to help others get out of that statement.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm from Fajardo, Puerto Rico. I'm studying a bachelor's in general biology, and my future plans are to become a doctor and my specialty will be pediatrics. I have a lot of hobbies, from photography to playing video games to playing the violin. My favorite one is photography, and here I'm going to show you a couple of pictures of, I mostly like to take pictures of nature, like the beach and butterflies and all that stuff. What caught my attention about poverty in Puerto Rico is that we Puerto Ricans think that the crisis doesn't affect us directly, and it may not, but indirectly it does. Either way, it does affect us because we are a society and we need to join together to help those people in it. What I hope to accomplish is to raise awareness about this problem and what we can do to help, and so we can bring a positive change in our society.
Before going any further, we want to show you a dramatization of two types of people we encountered doing this documentary. People who were aware of the problem and had empathy with it, and people who didn't really know, and when they knew, they didn't care.
What do you think about poverty?
Does that even exist anymore? Are you serious right now? Isn't that supposed to like 1800s or something like that?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's something major in this world because, like, not only does it affect us, but, like, pretty soon everyone's gonna be left without jobs, and, like, we don't want that at all.
And we don't care because we already have our lives.
Yeah, but it affects a lot of people.
Well,
It's a really important problem that we have going on. We have to take care of that.
It doesn't affect us.
Where do you think that they live?
Probably under a bridge or something.
Most probably.
Or just on the streets, begging for money.
I've seen some sleeping on the benches down at the park. Like, no, away.
Gross.
Not only that, but, like, some of them, like, they have houses and stuff, but, like, having not enough money to, like, benefit themselves would sometimes, like, probably consider them poor because, like, not only they can't maintain themselves, how are they gonna maintain everything?
But like, don't they work?
If they have
Well,
houses,
there's some people who are poor and do work. It's people who don't have the proper living conditions, who can't afford medication or proper, food to get that nutrition that they need.
Or their job don't pay them enough to maintain themselves.
then what are they worth?
Do you
There-
think it's abundant in Puerto Rico?
I didn't know about it till now, so I think it's bull.
Bro, I've heard of it before. It's nasty.
Well, I think it is. Like, they're everywhere.
Well, in Puerto Rico, I'm sorry, what's the question?
Is it abundant in Puerto Rico?
In Puerto Rico, it is very much abundant. You see it everywhere you go. You see it in the streets. You see it everywhere you go. There's people who just don't have what they need.
I have what I need. Then I'm fine with that.
But you can't just think about yourself. You have to think about the others around you.
Why?
Because we're a society. What you make up is a society. You're part of one giant society, and every person that's in there impacts it in some way. Whether you're poor or rich.
What can you do to help?
Of what? For what? They can live on their own to survive till now.
We only got what we have, so, and we keep reproducing it.
I feel like we should be able to help them as well because, like, how would you like it if you were one of them? You would actually like someone to help you out as well.
I would
like,
actually make an effort.
Yeah, but maybe they have tried an effort, but, like, maybe they have gone back negative feedback, said they just gave up. So I feel like it's a lot, not only helpful for them, but for us because we're doing something good in our lives.
Yo, that's their problem.
You could it's not their problem. It affects everyone. It's just, if you're thinking about yourself, where's that gonna get you?
Where I am right now.
First, let's establish the definition of poverty. According to the Word Reference Dictionary, poverty means the state of having little or not money or means of support.
And now I'm going to talk about the online survey we did. We got a response of 100 voters. First of all, how big of a problem is poverty in our society? Big problem got 74 votes and somewhat of a problem got 24 votes. In the second question, how satisfied are you with our economy? Not very satisfied got 49 votes and not satisfied at all got 36 votes.
Now, in your opinion, which is the bigger cause of poverty today? People are not doing enough to help themselves out of poverty, got 31 votes, and circumstances beyond their control caused them to be poor, got 69 votes. Do you think that most poor people in Puerto Rico are people who work but their paycheck is not enough, got 71 votes, and people who don't work got 29 votes? Do you think that poor people find it hard to get work, or do you think that there are jobs available for anyone who is willing to work? Hard to get work got 71 votes, and jobs available for people who are willing to work got 29 votes. Which group of poor people do you think is more abundant in this class? Children, women, and men. Women got 52 votes, and children got 28. In fact, women is the face of poverty because there's been statistics that 11,000 people lost their home, and 70% of those 11,000 people are women who are living alone and sustaining their children. Okay. Which of the following statements comes closer to your own views? Poor people today have it easy because they can get government benefits without doing anything in return, or they have harder lives because government benefits aren't enough. Easy got 55 votes and hard got 45 votes. Compared with 10 years ago, do you think it is easier today or harder for a person to start out poor and work hard to be able to get out of poverty? Easier got 22 votes and harder got 77 votes. Then, if the government were willing to spend whatever it thought it was necessary to eliminate poverty, do you think that this is something that could be accomplished or not? Yes got 64 votes and no got 36. And lastly, do you think that government programs that try to improve the condition of poor people in this country are generally making things better, making things worse, or are having much impact one way or another? Not much impact one way or another got the majority of votes by 58, and making things worse got 31. In conclusion, we see that people are well aware of the factor that is poverty, and all we need to do is come together and take action.
So now I'm going to be talking about employment and unemployment in Puerto Rico. So the labor force in Puerto Rico in 2012, it was 1.286 million people, but in only 2 years, and it was an estimate of 1.139 million people. So this number decreases year after year. The labor force by occupation, there is a 29.9 people working in services, and in the government, the services is the middle class, the working class, and in the government, it's 23.7. The last occupation is 1.6 in agriculture. And now, this is the employment rate of through April 2016 and January 2017. As you can see, in January, there is a rate of 36.7. It's the largest amount because this is Christmas time, and it's where most part-time jobs are available for people. The last occupation is the 34.7 when the rate goes way down before the holidays. I show you that the rates of 2016 and 17 because the rates stay in that range even before the years like 2015 and 14. It's mostly the same numbers through the same seasons. Now, talking about the unemployment rate, in March of 2015, the rate increased to 11.8 because in February of the same year, less than a month, it had 11.60%. It's a little bit, but it is a difference. The average hourly wage is $8.08 per hour, and it's well below the U.S. average. The minimum wage per hour is $7.25, and the basic minimum wage is between $2 and $5. The population before poverty level is 45.4% of the population. We have the unemployment rate, again, April 2016, January 2017. In January, we see that the number is 11.3 because remembering the employment rate, it had a lot of jobs, a lot of part-time jobs. but between July and October, the rate is 13.1 of unemployment. In addition, we found this article relating to unemployment, and it states that 11 families lose their house daily. In the last 5 years, we see that more than 25,000 families have lost their houses, and 20,000 families are accumulating debt over the months and are in danger of losing their houses because they can't pay it, either because they're unemployed or their income isn't enough. To conclude, we see how unstable it is for people to keep their job throughout the year. And this, losing their job or not having enough income, can affect and will affect their families by losing their houses or not having enough to buy groceries and feed the little ones. To conclude, we see how unstable it is for a person to keep their job throughout the year. Unemployment not only affects one people, but it affects the family circle.
In this slide, it represents the number of people in Puerto Rico that are in a range of poverty. Also shows the number of people being left in the streets, which is gradually increasing by the years. As we can see, there is a total of 4,518 people that are on the streets without a home. This relates to the information of the 2015 demographic stats. In addition, there is a list of the reasons of why the people are homeless, and those are family problems, abuse on drugs or other substance, financial problems, unemployment, health problems, and more. There is a lot of association dealing with this social problem in Puerto Rico. Approximately, there is 479 associations that deal with this problem, and still we see no progress on it. We focused on an association that provides food and shelter for the poor, since that is one of the most important subjects for this topic. As we can demonstrate in this graphic, only 0.18% provides food and shelter for the poor, which means that only 86 associations provide these things to the homeless people. The 43.60% represents those associations who are only operating medical services. The 24.35% are programs that provide orientation to those people about how to face their problems. The 17.80% are the therapists who offer the poor to have a calm mental state of their problems. And the rest, which it is the 14.07%, are the education that offer to the poor people to face their problems and how to be successful. Here we represent the map of Puerto Rico. In the chart legend, we have pointed specific areas of the country of the 86 associations that provides food and shelter only, which it is the north, that is in lavender color, northeast, golden color, south, green color, east, pink color, and west, blue color. In the north area, we found that 6 cities are providing these goods, where there is a total of 15 associations in this area. The northeast area are composed of 8 cities with a total of 37 associations, the largest amount in the country. The south area, we found that only 4 cities provide food and shelter, which the total of the associations are 11. The east, also with 4 cities, provide these goods in 9 associations. And lastly, the west area with 6 cities, this has 14 associations that gives food and shelter to the poor. In any case, the associations have similarities in the mission and vision to help the poor. The mission is to provide shelter for those people in need by giving them the essential things and giving them the protection and charisma so they won't feel lonely. Their vision, once they complete this mission, is to strengthen the skills and sense of self-esteem of the participants in a manner that they can face successfully with dignity and braveness the challenges of their life to build a better future.
That's why the associations that provide this stuff have their own objectives to preserve the state that the poor people of Puerto Rico are struggling each day. Those objectives are establishing a safe place for them, give them support and sympathy, elaborate them with knowledge about the opportunities, embrace them in workshops and orientation so they can have a chance, lure them in an environment full of positivism, and transform them so they can face society so they leave behind their past and preserve a new future.
In addition, we saw that our university was asking for donations for an association called La Casa de Todos located in Junco. We were able to give a few things out. We also went to the place, and due to safety reasons, we couldn't take lots of pictures. We went there and met Amarilis Diaz, who is a social worker. She works directly with the kids. She told us the vision and the mission of the housing and how they provide all the necessities for women and children. Also, she has a few cases of children that are actually there referred from the department due to poverty. And now you will be seeing a clip of a commercial of La Casa de Todos.
Yo tengo 8 años, tengo hermano, papá y mamá.
Yo tengo 10 años, tengo hermano, papá y mamá.
Yo tengo 7 años, tengo hermanos, papá y mamá.
Yo tengo 10 años, tengo papá y mamá.
Tengo 8 años, tengo mamá y papá. Tengo unos amiguitos que no nos tienen y necesitan de tu ayuda.
Estos niños han tenido la suerte de permanecer con su familia. En la Casa de Todos tenemos 27 niños que han sido removidos de su hogar por maltrato, abuso sexual y otras razones.
¡Necesitamos de tu ayuda!
Pues muy buenas noches, estamos aquí en la oficina del Dr. Vargas Pido, quien vamos a entrevistar acerca del complot de la pobreza. Queremos preguntarle qué usted piensa acerca de la pobreza actual en Puerto Rico.
Primero, la pobreza merece, el concepto de pobreza merece redefinirse. Ya la pobreza no se define como la ausencia o la carencia de bienes vitales, sino hay una serie de consideraciones nuevas, acceso a servicios de salud, acceso a servicios educativos, acceso a las decisiones de políticas de un pueblo, el ánimo de vida, la desesperanza. Así que yo creo que Puerto Rico merece en este momento una redefinición del perfil de la pobreza. Mientras que en el pasado pues hablábamos de una pobreza genérica que se veía caracterizada por la casita en el campo y las personas descalzas, ¿verdad? Ahora tenemos personas que visten bien, calzan bien, pero son pobres.
Entonces, ¿qué regiones usted considera, verdad, en el pueblo de Puerto Rico que son pobres y cuál es la causa de la misma?
La mayor parte de las riquezas está situada en 3 o 4 zonas urbanas. Y obviamente eso responde a que la mayoría del modelo económico, los modelos económicos han estado centralizados en el intercambio de bienes, en la acumulación de productos financieros como son los bancos y las hipotecas, etcétera, etcétera. Y por lo tanto, alrededor de todo eso gira, ¿verdad?, el movimiento económico del país. Sin embargo, es bien importante considerar que si nosotros vamos a ser bastante técnicos sobre pobreza, siempre hay que tomar en consideración que 49.9% de las personas viven o están subsidiadas por el PAN, por los cupones, llamados cupones. Eso es significativo. Eso quiere decir que 49.9% de la sociedad es pobre. Yo no sé, pero 49.9% cumple con unos criterios que le hacen admisibles para ese tipo de subsidios. Y eso es importante porque no se sabe si es que genuinamente lo están o es que considerando que el 30% del presupuesto nacional se deriva de la economía subterránea y que por lo tanto esa economía subterránea es un elemento que fortalece y complementa esa llamada pobreza. aquí hay que, todas estas cosas que les he dicho es porque requieren que haya una nueva reconsideración de cuál es el perfil de la pobreza.
¿Cuál usted cree que es la causa principal de la pobreza?
La pobreza es un fenómeno social que no tiene una causa principal. Es un entretejido de nociones, ¿no? La pérdida de estructura económica, la pérdida de estructura social o familiar, el pobre acceso a una educación que pueda lograr que el ser humano sea competitivo, los centros nuestros de estudio dirigidos a profesiones que no tienen empleabilidad, la idea que se ha fomentado desde el 1960 para acá de asistencialismo fuerte, ¿verdad? Y que ha logrado que muchas personas se hayan excluido a sí mismas del mercado laboral. La cultura del empleado y no del empresario, la falta de independencia económica versus la idea fundamental del estudio para conseguir empleo, mala distribución de los bienes, además de los fenómenos sociales. En Puerto Rico se invierte de $4,000 a $6,000 en la educación de cada niño y se invierte de $28,000 a $45,000 cada año en un preso. Así que esas son malas distribuciones importantes que eventualmente tienen un efecto. Y una cosa bien importante es el endeudamiento crónico de la sociedad en general. Es decir, que aquí la gente juega peligrosamente con el crédito como si fuera dinero. Y entonces eso va eventualmente a producir un endeudamiento que lleva a la pobreza.
¿Usted cree que la mayoría de las personas clasificadas bajo el nivel de pobreza son personas que el salario no es suficiente o personas que simplemente no trabajan?
Bueno, todo depende. En Puerto Rico solo trabaja el 39% de las personas que pueden trabajar. Así que la sociedad, pequeño sector de la sociedad lleva en sus hombros todo lo demás. La mayor parte de las personas que se dice que están empleadas en Puerto Rico son subempleos. Y el empleo parcial es un subempleo. Pero si nada más trabajan en ese trabajo parcial, esas personas van a estar siempre por debajo del nivel de pobreza.
¿Cuál aseveración se acerca más a su punto de vista? A las personas se les facilita la vida gracias a los beneficios del gobierno, porque no tienen que hacer algo a cambio como un trabajo, o aun con los beneficios su vida es difícil ya que los mismos no son suficientes para tener una vida decente.
Ninguno de los dos. Yo soy de los que pienso que los beneficios del gobierno deben ser beneficios que promuevan la equidad. Entonces, si una persona en ese mercado de empleo, aún trabajando, no logra satisfacer cabalmente las obligaciones que tiene como ser humano común y corriente, entonces el beneficio del gobierno debe ser complementar ese déficit. Es decir, que el beneficio del gobierno no debe ser el elemento primario de la economía de ninguna persona en ningún país digno, excepto personas que tienen un tipo de incapacidad, pero lo demás debe ser todo lo contrario, al revés. La persona debe de producir, el Estado debe de insistir en que haya un ambiente de producción y luego entonces el Estado debe de suplementar o complementar al individuo en la medida en que la producción de su empleo no es suficiente.
¿Usted cree que podemos, verdad, llegar a ese periodo de como fue la Gran Depresión?
Es que ya la estamos.
Bueno, prácticamente estamos en ella, pero ¿usted cree que va a ser peor o igual?
Es que yo creo que es peor. Fíjate que aquí se han ido casi 250,000 personas del país. Si tú comparas los años 40, en los años de la pura depresión aquella, que la depresión no se manifieste con personas con barrigas llenas de parásitos y pies descalzos, eso es otra cosa. Pero la realidad es que casi el 70% de la población vive del crédito. vive embrollado. O sea, cuando una sociedad más del 20% de las personas viven de cheque a cheque, y en Puerto Rico ese es más del 70% que viven de cheque a cheque, eso es una sociedad en absoluta depresión.
¿Y usted cree que el pueblo de Puerto Rico está consciente de este problema o solamente está obviándolo, echando frente a él?
Pues el pueblo no está consciente. Aquí el calendario de festinado del país no permite que las personas tengan momentos de reflexión sobre su realidad, pero existe un fenómeno social que yo creo que yo le recomiendo a todo el mundo estudiar, se llama desesperanza perdida. Ese fenómeno social hace que las personas sientan que justamente merecen su miseria y que no hay forma de salir de ella. Pues así vivimos. Tú sabes, este es Puerto Rico, ¿entiendes? Y entonces todas esas cosas, eso se llama indefensión social, en sociología. Llega una persona a pensar que ese es el estado natural de la vida. Hay algunos que no lo piensan y tienen varios venues, como dicen, ¿verdad? Uno se va de Puerto Rico. Y fíjate que últimamente, a diferencia del llamado fuga de cerebro, no sé qué, en realidad se están yendo a la gente más pobre. En Puerto Rico últimamente se están yendo a la gente más pobre. Dos, las personas pueden optar por el mercado, por la economía subterránea, ¿verdad? O la economía alternativa, que jamás debemos de pensar que es la economía de venta de drogas, es la economía del pincho. También está la economía de la clandestinidad, o sea, ya yo no reporto cosas, cobro en cash, y busco defenderme, porque no es ni siquiera una economía de pillaje, es una economía que dice, bueno, pero si el gobierno ni siquiera ha sido responsable en su política de derroche y ha mostrado una política de derroche, pues ¿por qué yo tengo que serlo? El gobierno también ha hecho ha tenido una participación increíblemente protagónica en nuestra pobreza.
¿Cómo los recortes a la educación pueden afectar la futura economía del país?
Horrible. Todo lo que impida el estímulo a la creatividad, a la innovación, al desarrollo tecnológico, pues obviamente va a tener una repercusión directa en la capacidad financiera y económica del país. Por lo tanto, los recortes en la educación van a hacer que nuestros conciudadanos sean menos competitivos, estén menos capacitados para poder abordar los retos nuevos, los retos del futuro, los retos del presente, y por lo tanto entonces van a ser desplazados por personas que vienen de otros lugares, o se va a estancar el progreso del país en forma crónica. Bueno, les quiero decir que la pobreza no se resuelve en una hoja de contabilidad, se resuelve en el alma. Yo soy de los que creo en la libertad de esta patria, ¿verdad? Pero para libertar el suelo que pisamos, tenemos primero que ser soberanos del alma que tenemos. Si nosotros logramos que usted como estudiante sitúa sus estudios dentro de un objetivo de vida y de patria, yo estoy absolutamente seguro que saliéndose del panfleto va a encontrar cómo lograr que sus sueños de echar para adelante coincidan con los sueños de echar para adelante de todo un país. Así que lo primero que yo les pido es que no permita que nadie le robe sus sueños, porque el más pobre de los pobres es aquella persona que no sueña. Muchas bendiciones.
In conclusion, we have seen the point of view of different people. We have seen the statistics of employment and unemployment in Puerto Rico. We have seen the associations and the definition of what is poverty.
In my case, I was investigating the associations in Puerto Rico, and I can say that there's a lot of programs that they can offer for the poor, including health, program, orientations, and all those stuff. But not all of them devote them to give them a safe place and encouraging them to keep going forward. So in my opinion, there should be more associations that have this kind of objectives so these people can face these challenges in the society.
We also see in the online survey how people think of poverty and how this affects our society, and also how we are not doing much about it. For me, it was a great impact to see the statistic and to see that most of people are poor because of the circumstances above their control. Actually, only 26% is for drugs.
You have been informed, and now you have a choice. You can either be part of the problem or make a dent in our society.
I am from Puerto.
That we.
Volunteerism.
Ay, qué susto eres tú.
¿No? Ok, there you go.
Vas tú, Adriana, Ariana, Tiffany y yo. Tú hablas primero.
Tiffany, Adriana, tú. Y después tú dices, y nuestro tema, no sé.
No pongan eso. Sí.
Adriana Morales. Tiempo, eso no. Ok. Adriana Morales. Se me olvidó mi nombre.
Who is?
Adriana Morales.
Who are? Toma 59.
¿Qué hace Ariana? 2 years. That number.
Cuenta porque yo estoy leyendo ahora. Así que deja.
In my case, I was investigating. No te río.
No importa, se pica.
¿Es por qué está
se pone
eso?
ahí.
Es que está eso.
No importa. Ok, dale.
Me estaba riendo lo último.